What's cracking, fam? Your boy T Money down in the dungeon Tuesday evening. Here to bring you guys a collection update. We'll call this the Christmas update because I don't know if I'm going to get to another one before Christmas rolls around. But yeah, if I don't, to everybody out there, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Hope everybody has a fantastic holiday season. And yeah, so let's get into this. So first up, we have a toy. It's a, I think, action figure, reaction figure, Jumbo from Killer Clowns, which is awesome. I got this from Paul Bearer Press. Been ordering a lot of stuff from them lately. So 14 points of articulation. I love how that's like the selling point. But it's cool. He's cool. I like him. All right, let's get into... So I do have a bunch of pins, but I guess I'll show them in a later update just because they're not around. But there is a little, since we are talking about a Christmas special, there is a little company called Horror Ornaments. Horror Ornaments. And I've been ordering from them for the last couple Christmases, the last 3 years. And they do some really cool stuff. Each year they have like exclusive ornaments or new ornaments or whatever. So this is a 2021 ornament. But I have like Michael Myers, the Plague Doctor. Actually, I don't think I have the Plague Doctor. But they have some really cool ones. A haunted house, and just cool like horror characters. But yeah, this is really cool. I think it's awesome. It's a little bit too grotesque, I think, for the tree here. So I'm going to kind of just hang it down here. But they have like a Yeti and a Bigfoot, and those are really cool and fun. So yeah, they're reasonably priced too. They're like $12, I think. Yeah, you know, they're not like super high quality, but I think they are hand molded or handcrafted, and they're legit. It's got some meat to it too. So yeah, if you like horror, which you obviously do if you're watching my channel. At all times of the year, you can get these and put them on your tree. So Medusa for 2021, it's awesome. They come in this cool little box. And yeah, that's it. Horror Ornaments. So really cool. All right. I kind of have like a tradition of getting like 1 or 2 a year to add to the tree, but I'm already at like, well, I've obviously been getting more than that because I've been collecting them for 3 Christmases. This will be the 3rd, I think. 3 or 4, and I have like 6 or 7 or something like that. So, but yeah, really cool. All right, let's get into the update now. So we'll start off with a banger. Finally, we have Creepshow Season 2 on Blu-ray. I really enjoyed this season. I love the first season. The 3rd season I didn't love as much, this most recent one. But from what I can remember, this was pretty fun. So Greg Nicotero's Creepshow. I think he's like the executive producer, but yeah, good stuff. Reviving the classic, you know, Creepshow movie in an anthology TV series. So Season 2. It doesn't show like the episodes, I guess, but it's 11 terrifying tales. I guess maybe it does. Oh, cool! And you get this little booklet in here, which is kind of neat. And you get reversible cover artwork. The first season they did like a glow-in-the-dark slipcover. As far as I can tell, this season doesn't even have a slip, but whatever. So yeah, you've got, and there's some really cool guest appearances too. You've got what's his name? Kevin Dillon. He's in Model Kid, then Public Television of the Dead, Dead and Breakfast, Pesticide. They're all directed by, well, they're not all, but Josh McDermott, C. Thomas Howell. So some really cool, and I think what's her name is in one of them as well. Barbara Crampton as Victoria. That episode was fun. Pipe Screams. She plays like this bitch landlord, and she gets her just desserts pretty much. But yeah, so pretty cool. I enjoyed this season altogether. So Creepshow Season 2 is now out on Blu-ray. So awesome. All right. This one sounded interesting. Broadcast signal intrusion. For 3 years, James has been haunted by his wife's sudden and inexplicable disappearance. His best distraction is work, specifically archiving old videos. While watching decade-age TV news footage one night, he sees a video interference that's deeply disturbing. And it's not the only interference he'll see. As his obsession over these strange clips increases, and he submerges himself into their mysteries, James discovers troubling connections to his missing wife. Which will these broadcast intrusions bring him, though? Long-desired answers or never-ending nightmare? Speaking of television and radio, I have been watching Coast to Coast AM a lot lately. This is a little side tangent or whatever, and specifically the Art Bell tape vault. So Art Bell is obviously, he's the original talk show host, radio host, passed away, rest in peace, I think 2018, but he's just so good. He's got that grungy cigarette smoking voice for radio. He's just got a great voice. But specifically, it's called Ghost to Ghost, and it's on, if you have Spotify, it's on the Art Bell tape vault. And I think he did it for like 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, and so on. I know he did those years, but people just call in and tell ghost stories and stuff. And some of them are really good, really creepy. And I highly recommend you guys check it out. That and Jim Harold's Campfire Tales, they are both amazing. Well, Jim Harold does his own thing, podcasts, but pre-podcast, Art Bell, Coast to Coast AM. I'm sure most of you guys know about that. George Norrie's the host now. He's great too. But if you like UFOs and supernatural stuff, check them out. It's really good. Some really creepy stories that I've heard from watching those old episodes. Anyways, I digress. Good stuff though. All right, Beavis and Butt-Head Do America. So much fun. Haven't seen this movie in years, but I just remember it. I just remember the Red Hot Chili Peppers song being like the theme song of this one, and it being fun. I love Beavis and Butt-Head. I mean, I actually really like Beavis and Butt-Head Do America because the TV shows, I think, do too much of that MTV shit. It's just kind of, I don't know, it's not my thing. But this is pretty fun, from what I remember, just being like an epic movie based on the TV show. So it has a Blu-ray finally. I think this is its Blu-ray debut. So that's sick. Excuse me. Alright, then we have a couple temp video releases. This is the guy who, J.R. Bookwalter, who did The Dead Next Door. He, I guess, had a bunch of like low-budget film productions. He produced and directed some of these movies, so I just bought a bunch of them from Grindhouse Video. But yeah, Zombie Cop, Humanoids from Atlantis. You guys can read that. Galaxy of the Dinosaurs. So it kind of looks like it's what's it called? I forget the guy's name now. Rip off of Roger Corman. But yeah, I mean, these are super low budget. So yeah, I don't know. Kingdom of the Vampire kind of seemed cool. It says far superior to Twilight. Inspired by 60s soap opera Dark Shadows and George Romero's underrated thriller Martin. J.R. Bookwalter ushered shot-on-video features into mainstream with this 91 horror drama Kingdom of the Vampire. From the back, it looks... I don't know, what can a back tell you, actually? Not much. But yeah, just going to be super low budget. So if you guys like shitty, low-budget movies, check out these. Especially Humanoids from Atlantis and Kingdom of the Vampire. Those were the two that I was really interested in. And this Filthy McNasty quadrilogy, I've heard about this, I think, but never seen it before. It all began in 2001. Filthy McNasty, the outlandish two nerdy chicks whose greatest wish come true when a horny demon named Phil turns them into sexy sirens. Just super low budget. Yeah. Those are those. Just a fun action Van Damme movie on 4K, hard target, good stuff. Kino Lorber. Didn't need this, but I'm a sucker for a new slipcover. And I'm not sure if Blue Monkey, the original Code Red release, which was like a long time coming. This movie's awesome. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you check it out. But yeah, Code Red put it out a couple years ago. Now Kino's like re-releasing. What is it with Kino and now Severin re-releasing all these Code Red releases? It's kind of weird, but this movie's really good. It's by William Fruitt, who did Funeral Home and Spasms. He's really great director, Canadian director. 80s horror flick blends gore with endearing 60 styles, killer bug. Steve Railback is in this. Turns in a great performance as Detective Jim Bishop, who must find a way to stop a giant monstrous insect that's eating people in a quarantined hospital. It's just really good. The atmosphere in this one's really good. The creature feature practical effects are awesome. So kind of like a hidden gem. I highly recommend Blue Monkey. Insect is the alternate title of that one as well. Here's another new one called Sun on 4K. It's all in German, so can't tell you much about this one, but something to do with a sun. And then we have Bunny the Killer Thing and Sky Sharks. This is another one of those, Raven Banner like re-releases. They did like the Autopsy of Jane Doe and Baskin. So, but Bunny the Killer Thing's pretty fun. Sky Sharks I've never seen is probably horrible, but yeah, cool little double feature Blu-ray slipcover thing. This movie is awesome. I would say it's probably like the original shot on found footage film. Predates Blair Witch Project. It's really good. It's about the New Jersey Devil, basically, and a crew go out in the woods and investigate, and shit goes down. But this is a really nice release from 101 Films. On December 15th, 1995, a four-man team from cable access program Factor Fiction braved the desolate New Jersey Pine Barrens, determined to deliver a live broadcast of the legendary monster. So it's awesome. I highly recommend you check this one out. I think this might be its Blu-ray debut. So it's Region B, but 101 Films in their black label, really nice line of limited edition releases. So awesome. Sweet. And then, I don't know if I've showed this. We're going to get into some media books now. Spookies. I think I made a post about this, but not sure if this is the Vinegar Syndrome release or what it is, but awesome. Love that slipcover. And again, this movie fucking rocks. So, CMV Laservision. Awesome German media book company. Shout out to Jesse at Diabolic DVD. He locked down some of these amazing, super limited 84 Entertainment John Carpenter media books. Fucking blown away by that cover artwork. It's just so awesome. This is actually a padded media book, so it's got like, a little bit thicker padding. This is the only one of these 84 Entertainment Studio Canal releases that's padded, but had to have this for the media book collection. There's another amazing cover. Again, these are all going to be 84 Entertainment, so yeah, really nice cover artwork there on that one as well. John Carpenter's Vampire. I don't get how they fucked that up. Maybe that's how they say vampire in German. It's not plural. I don't know. But for some reason they wrote John Carpenter's Vampire. But I love this movie. Really good. Hokey vampire movie. Love this one as well. Love that cover artwork. Spectacular. 84 Entertainment. It is just phenomenal cover artwork, man. Love it. And again, bam. Look at that cover artwork. So good. So good. Honestly, I bought these for the cover artwork because, they're collector's editions, so they're awesome. But really, they're all the same discs inside, but I just had to. Just phenomenal cover artwork on that. Another classic here. Prince of Darkness. Excellent John Carpenter movie. Highly recommend it. Check it out. Really good. Ooh, I think I'm going to... tipping over the ledge there. Blue Sunshine. If you haven't seen this one, highly recommend it. This is a Camera Obscura release. Very cool company. Really top class company, and this movie is awesome. So check it out. Yeah, really good. Alright, let's see here. Link on 4K from Que Fume Le Chat, the French company that I occasionally buy stuff from. This movie's awesome. Killer ape, killer chimpanzee movie. Kino Lorber put out a standard Blu-ray of this one as well. But I love this movie so much, and it's 4K, so can't wait to check that one out. Link, good shit. Street Fighter, this is just the standard Mill Creek edition, fun movie. 88 Films put this one out as well, but it's got like that slip cover, that clear plastic slip cover on it, which is cool. And yeah, so reasonably priced there. Just a fun movie, you know, most of us probably grew up with, people my age. But yeah, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Can't go wrong with this one. 4K again, so that's super cool. Yeah, looking at the specs, not much. From Severin, we have Woodlands Dark and Days Bewitched, A History of Folk Horror. Awesome. I actually did not realize that that box set, All the Haunts Be Yours, it was like an actual box set. I thought it was just kind of like one of their packages that had like a bunch of bullshit that I didn't need, but it's an actual release that has like a ton of it's a compilation of folk horror, so I didn't grab that, but I went and got it. Grabbed it like a week ago, still hasn't shipped yet, but hopefully it ships soon. Very curious about this one, big fan of like old folk horror. Picked this one up from Diabolic DVD, Kino Lorber release, Revenge of the Shogun Woman. Kind of like a kung fu exploitation, women kung fu exploitation movie, I guess. Saint Maud, good stuff. I picked this up from Target. This is the standard US Blu-ray. I only had the UK release, so it was cheap. I grabbed it. Pretty good. I didn't think it was as good as people were like raving about. I thought it was kind of boring, honestly, but the parts that were good were pretty creepy. But you know, I'm just kind of played out on like possession horror altogether, so it is what it is. It's good. It's not a bad movie. Final Justice. This is what, like a cowboy action movie. His name is Jefferson Geronimo. His brand of justice doesn't stop at the Texas border. So I don't know. What's that Chuck Norris TV show? Where he plays the sheriff? I don't know. Texas Ranger. Maybe something like that. I don't know. We'll have to find out. But that's an MVD Rewind adventure action release. Eyes of Fire. This is the other one I picked up from Severin. So I'll probably be selling this because the All the Haunts Be Yours box set includes this film. I think it includes the other one too. But When America Was Young and Spirits of Evil Reigned in a Forest of Darkness. This sounds awesome. Folk horror from 1984. Never seen this one before. Worldwide disc premiere of the Lost American Folk Horror Classic, 1983. Let's see. What considered to be the seminal American folk horror film, misunderstood by audiences and mishandled by distributors, remained virtually unseen until now. On the 18th century frontier, an adulterous preacher and his followers flee the promised land, only to enter a valley of lust, madness, pagan vengeance, and hallucinatory terror. Dennis Lipscomb and Guy Boyd and Carrie Sherman star in this extraordinary horror fantasy. 2.5 hours of special features. Chock full. That's awesome. Never seen this one before. This kind of reminds me of like my stepfather is an alien. My teacher flunked the planet. Like those, I forget the author's name, but it was like a Goosebumps ripoff, basically. But I don't know. Probably has nothing to do with that. This movie's from, I don't even know, 1988. So my bad, way before that. But my stepmother is an alien. I don't know. For some reason, that cover artwork just reminds me of the kids' books. Dan Aykroyd is in this. Kim Basinger is in this. John Lovitz is in this. Fish out of the water comedy with a sci-fi twist that questions whether romance between two star-crossed lovers who are literally worlds apart can ever work. So, there you have it. Now, confused about this one. Maybe somebody can clarify. I picked this up because I do, from time to time, collect the old German hardbox editions. But the movie Ghost House has so many titles, and I know that this company, I think it's X-Rated, X-Rated, they put out like Ghost House 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are they all the same movie? Are they different movies? What are they? This isn't Ghost House, right? It's not Ghost House, the movie that Scream Factory put out. Or is it? Let me know, because I don't know. It's from 1989, I could tell you that much. And it looks kind of cool from the back. But yeah, I just collect these things, these collectible German hardbox editions, media books, all that shit. You guys know the deal. But I do want to... Oh, it says Ghost House 1 right on the cover. Umberto Lenzi. Of course, maybe if I just took the time to actually read it, I would sort of come off like I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so Ghost House 1. So is this the Scream Factory Ghost House release and the 88 Films Ghost House release? Let me know. I don't know. Never seen it, so. But I will check it out. Bam! Another big box set from Severin. We have Nasty Habits, the Nun-sploitation collection. Throughout the 70s, Italian filmmakers fired a cannon of blasphemy to launch what remains as the most controversial genre of all. 4 uncut and centered Nun-sploitation classics, including Christina, Devil Nun, Story of a Cloistered Nun, Images in a Convent, Joe D'Amato, awesome, and The True Story of the Nun of Monza. So, I've never seen any of these Nun-sploitation films, so that's awesome. Very excited to check these out. I like Nun-sploitation film from time to time. So, we'll have to check this one out. It's got that sexy hard box. You know the deal. Alright, I think I just blasted through everything. Almost. Not quite. So this is another 88 Films release. Diabolic DVD 84 Entertainment release. It's the last of the 84 media books that I picked up from Jesse. Prince of Darkness, alternate cover. Love this movie so much. She's creepy. I love that. Good scene. Good movie, man. I love that movie. All right, and last I left off with Cyst. Remember that? That was the last update. All right, then had to pick this up because this movie is fucking phenomenal. House of the Devil, Ty West, absolutely great one. So, House of the Devil, and what's the other one that I love that he did? It takes place in the hotel. Ty West was on a roll, and then he kind of just disappeared, which kind of sucks. But this movie's really good. It is a modern film that takes place in the 80s, and it does it so well. It captures that 80s vibe with the music, the clothing. You could tell like they really, made every effort to make it feel like it was an 80s movie, and as a result, it did. So, highly recommend House of the Devil. Really good. Love the atmosphere in that movie. It's so creepy. The old man in the house and what could be lurking upstairs. Here's another Spooky Stories edition. This is just a DVD, so Evil Laugh, good movie. This is from, what's his name? Dominic Brasio, I think is his name. He's the guy from, the fat dude from Friday the 13th Part 5 with the candy bar. And, you know the deal, he gets murked. But he directed this movie. And, yeah, it's pretty fun. There's a great scene involving a microwave in this movie. That's pretty epic. It's pretty much like the best sequence in this, but it's fun. It's got that, horror, not horror, that creepy, haunted house vibe kind of to it, and it's good. Kind of like a whodunit haunted house movie. It's really fun. Slasher. It merges all the genres, right? It's been a while since I've seen it, but I do remember really enjoying it. Oh yeah, there's the microwave right there. This one, I don't even know what this is. Reanimated. I was just intrigued. I wanted to grab it. Not sure. Couldn't tell you much. It's all in German. But if you guys know what this movie is, let me know. Because the cover artwork looked cool. And I do collect the super spooky stories, and of course I'm going to love it. On the back it looks like some sort of like monster condom demon thing. I don't know. Sometimes these covers are deceiving because with the German titles they'll have like an alternate title of a film we all know, and then it's like some weird ass name like Anthony 2 for The Cellar, like just weird shit like that. So this could be like something that I definitely know, but I don't recommend anything from the back. Well, I don't know. Reanimated. Let me know. Fill me in. Oh yeah, so this is the Spooky Stories update. Mad Jake. Don't know anything about this movie, but John Saxon is in it. So that was a seller right away. And, yeah. I wish I would tell you, like, what this movie is Is it Mad Jake? Is that the U.S.? Like, I wish it would tell you the U.S. release name, because it says Backwoods on the back here. I don't know what that means. But yeah, just gonna have to act like a jackass. I have no idea what that is. And then this one sounded cool, Master Blaster. It's about a killer, a dude who attacks people with I think a paintball gun or something like that. He goes on like a murderous rampage while these kids are playing. It's like the Paintball Killer movie. That was like what it was dubbed as. So on the back you can see some people playing, I think it's paintball. Killer Be Killed, Master Blaster. So yeah, maniac wielding some sort of gun in a paintball game. So that's cool. Couple Scream Factory limited edition titles. Angels Hard as They Come and Bury Me an Angel. Just like exploitation road action movies from the 70s. So had to grab them for the collection because these will likely sell out as well. So looks like the stars are both women, so that's awesome. And maybe these are like, is this like the sequel to, they look like they're kind of similar. So Bury Me an Angel, Angels Hard as They Come. Looks like a badass chick riding a motorcycle, so that's awesome. Alright, I pretty much think that's it. Got a couple more here. Out of the Blue, starring Dennis Hopper, directed by Dennis Hopper. Awesome. That's really cool. And this is about, I think, some... Oh, it's like a study on, I think, like a dysfunctional home life and during the era of, like, the Sex Pistols and Elvis Presley and kind of like a just, like, running away from home type deal, I guess. I don't know. That was my horrible definition of it, but it's from 1980, so not summary of it. But yeah, a teenage rebel obsessed with Elvis and the Sex Pistols. Her trucker father, played by Dennis Hopper, is in prison after drunkenly smashing his rig into a school bus. Her mother, Kathy Farrell, is a junkie waitress who takes refuge in the arms of other men, including Don's best friend Charlie. Initially only hired as an actor in the family-friendly drama Seed, Hopper took over directing duties after a week in production, rewriting the script and starting principal photography from scratch. The bleak punk epic that resulted out of the blue arguably represents Hooper's strongest outing as a filmmaker and features an astonishing performance by Mans. Newly restored in 4K, so that's awesome. Good shit. Chupa Cobra. Yeah, that's what it is. A low-budget Chupacabra movie. And I think it's produced by J.R. Bookwalter, directed by Tom Hoover, so this is another Temp Entertainment release. This one I kind of was partial to because I like Bigfoot, Chupacabra style movies. I don't know why I say it like that, like it's like Spanish or something, but yeah, sounds fun. Love it. Sister Krampus! 'Tis the season to watch horrible shot on video Anthony and Mark Polonia movies. But yeah, so this is... Anthony is Mark Polonia's son, I believe, and he's co-directing all these movies, so that's cool. He went in his father's footsteps. You guys know the Polonia brothers, Splatter Farm, that's their big one. But yeah, this is a low-budget Christmas Sister Krampus movie, so that's awesome. Probably sucks. I actually have it in my player right now. I'm going to queue it up tonight, give it a watch. And then we have Jet Li, the One from 88 Films, doing their little slipcover steelbook thing. Badass action movie. Gotta love it, Jet Li. Kicks ass. Literally. No pun intended. That was lame. Last but not least, we have this beautiful Shawscope box set. Shout out to Mike over at Grindhouse Video, getting this in nice and early, getting my sale. These days I'm bad. I just go for whoever has the shit earliest. I toggle between Diabolic, Orbit, and Grindhouse. So gotta appreciate that hustle. Mike sent this out to me almost instantly within one day after ordering it, so I really appreciate that. And like really, it doesn't fucking matter because by the time I get around to watching this, it'll probably be out for 2 years. But this is awesome. Really nice, and it's kind of a unique set. It's like got that like wide rectangle thing going on, heavy duty, and yeah, it's a bunch of like 60s and I think early 70s Shaw Brothers, Hong Kong exploitation kung fu movies. So we've got King Boxer, The Boxer from Shantung, Five Shaolin Masters, Shaolin Temple, Mighty Peking Man, which I think is like 88 Films put that out, and I also believe that it is like one of Quentin Tarantino's favorite movies. Challenge of the Masters, Executioners from Shaolin, Chinatown Kid, The Five Venoms, Crippled Avengers, Heroes of the East, and Dirty Ho. So, yeah. After undisputed reign at the peak of Hong Kong's film industry in the 60s, Shaw Brothers found their dominance challenged by up-and-coming rivals in the early 70s. They swiftly responded by producing hundreds of the most iconic action films ever made. I also have to say that I like a lot of the Shaw Brothers supernatural horror movies. They did a lot of like really good ghost stories, and but this is all their action stuff. So yeah, revolutionizing the genre. The back-breaking work of top-shelf talent on both sides of the camera, as well as unbeatable widescreen production value. Much of it is shot at movie